Dr. Giggles from SFNEOnline, and of course your host of the Grove Show. In this video, we're going to be talking about Fright Fest for 2019. We're going to be going over all the different shows, the haunts, the scare zones, the rides, what's new, things that maybe I didn't notice before in the past. But we're going to go all through that, and then we'll just see what you guys got to say about it in the comments down below. So let's just get on into it, y'all. All right, everybody, in today's video, we're going to be talking about, like I said, what's going on with Fright Fest for 2019. There's a couple new attractions. We're going to break down the shows, break down the rides, break down the haunts, and then we'll get your opinions about it and have a conversation down below. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And by the end of it, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you click that like button. And as always, you can always help us out by clicking that share button if you enjoyed it. So enough of this promotion crap, and let's get into this. So, new for 2019, there's a new haunt called Nightmares, and then there's a new show called Hell's Bells. So let's start with the haunts, and then we'll go to the scare zone shows and stuff like that. So, new for 2019 is Nightmare. It's actually taking over the Forgotten Laboratory. And this is what the little blip says, do you dare to enter the realm of the nightmares of the boogeyman taunt you with your deepest fears? All for 2019, this indoor maze piles on the phobias and bad dreams at every twist. So, my thoughts on this quickly without going through it. I like when haunts use the phobias and fears and stuff like that, bad dreams. I've seen a few haunts done like at Busch Gardens, and who else did it? I think Universal and some other place did it, and it was done very well, so I enjoyed that. So I'm hoping that they do it. Forgotten Laboratory was honestly my least favorite haunt that I've ever seen down in the area for the haunts, so I'm glad that's going. I'm glad this is coming in. If they do it right, it could be a smash runaway hit. That's what I honestly think. I don't know what you guys think, but we'll see. Don't forget, you got the classic that's been around for a really long time, Midnight Mansion. Midnight Mansion takes over the Houdini ride. It uses the ride, some of the queue, some of the old queue, etc. And you go through, and they change scenes, every now and then. I do have an idea for a retheme at some point. I think that location is prime for a Christmas retheme redo, like a Christmas haunt. I love Christmas haunts. I don't know how many people have done Christmas haunts, but if they are done right, use Fright Kingdom as an example. They can be very lucrative for the haunt. So you could do Krampus, you could be like at Santa, or you could do it at Santa's workshop, and you have the toys trying to kill you, and different scenes and different things going on. Maybe the reindeer eating Santa. I don't know. I don't know if that's offensive or not, but I think it's just a cool idea. It could be Santa's workshop toys just go crazy and start trying to eat you. I don't know. Then you have Terror Tales, which was new for last year. I thought it was great, putting that twist on the fairy tales. That's located in the woods. You also have the Aftermath Zombies Revenge, which I honestly think now is the time. So maybe for 2020 they revamp it. Myself, I'm getting burnt out on certain themes, like superheroes and zombies and clowns. So hopefully Zombies Revenge gets a retheme. It could be anything that they need it to be. Just get some ideas rolling and see what happens. I got ideas, but I'm not going to give them all away on YouTube. Then we got Slasher Circus 3D, which is going to be located right next to Nightmares. I love Circus, Slasher Circus 3D, but I think either retheme it or make it longer somehow. It's too short, but what they do with the gags and everything inside and the theming is done really well. I just wish it was longer. I know it's kind of like a petty first world problem, but I think Slasher Circus 3D deserves a longer haunt. They did such a good job at what they had. I just think they should do it justice and make it longer somehow. That's always been my thing. It was like, awesome haunt, too short. All right, so now moving on to scare zones. You got Carnival that's over in the Gotham City area. Love it. I think it's hands down the best scare zone in the park, and hopefully that they could start revamping scare zones like Carnival around the park. You got Undead Alley that's over by Pandemonium. I think it needs to be more stuff. It's like you got this little area here has got a bunch of stuff, then there's like nothing, then you got this little area of stuff, then there's nothing, then you got another, you go around a corner, there's another area, and then there's not, so it's just scattered throughout, and I kind of hope that they can add more. If they can just add some more stuff to it, I think you'd have another slam dunk scare zone. Next, Slaughter Hollow. That's coming down your main street. That was new for last year, and I thought they did an excellent job with it. I actually had no problems with it. Thought it was great. Not as good as Carnival, but it was still good, entertaining, and I had fun walking through it all the time. So that was another slam dunk on the hands. What's next? Tombstone Territory. This is one that's kind of like an old and tired theme, hoping that down the road that they retheme Crack Axel's Canyon and maybe like a steampunk thing, and then add that kind of atmosphere into where Tombstone Territory is. It's just, it's kind of like I guess for me, for seeing it all the time, it's like I need a revamp, refresh after so many years of seeing it. And I'm not saying that it's crap, because they have the actors in there and they have some theming in there, and it's great. I just kind of want to see something new. But that's just my personal preference. That's not knocking Six Flags. The next one, Demon District, which I think is the weakest of them all. It's in a bad spot, but I got to fix. If you just take the props that you got and put them on that ramp, because that's over by Superman and Kryptonite and all that, Cyborg. If you just put it on the ramp, close off the stairs so people can't go up and down the stairs and make them go through the path, you can add more stuff. You can add more actors. You can make it really scary. Because when you go through a scare zone, you're supposed to be scared. Every time I go, there's no actors. So I personally think that they should just do that. All right, shows. So we got Midnight Uprising. This isn't the new for 2019, but I do think it's new because I've never seen it. It's located on the Goliath stage, the same spot where they do the Awakening. It's called Midnight Uprising. It says, when the clock strikes midnight, the bell tolls for those long lost to this world. Rhythm and vibrations rock the graveyard as old bones stir and awaken. There's chaos at the crypts and the undead rise for a dance and lighting spectacular. Shows run daily beginning September 21st. Because remember, kiddies, Fright Fest is from September 21st to October 27th. So keep that on there. It says download the mobile app for showtimes. I don't see any showtimes yet. You got the, where is it? You got Mort's Used Coffins. That's always been a classic show. Mort, the people that play Mort, they do a great job. It's funny. I laugh all the time, says some crazy stuff. I hope Mort continues to say the crazy stuff and doesn't get toned down because of the cancel culture, the PC, politically correct people. I say just keep going for the gut and do it. New for 2019 is Hell's Bells. What it says is a journey into Enchanted Wood leads a young woman into abandoned manor. A book beacons her to cast a spell, releasing demons and their queen from the confinement. Will the demons turn on their queen or capture our hero and make her one of their own? The musical review is full of song for the strong-hearted and has demons dancing for their lives. It's located in the Rockville Theater, so I'm probably going to guess that Graveyard Groove is no longer, which is upsetting because I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it needed a free refresh as in new songs, not refresh as get rid of it and do something new. But hey, if it ends up being as good or better as Graveyard Groove, then hey, I'm all for it. Because everybody knows I was a huge fan of Graveyard Groove. I always made that a point on social media, telling the actors, telling the park that awesome show, never get rid of it. They didn't listen to me on that one. There's another one called Academy for Gifted Ghouls. It's about, graduating, and it's a show that's over at Center Stage over by Kidsopolis. I've never seen it. I think it's new. I don't remember. Then, of course, you have The Awakening. That's the kickoff to Fright Fest. Was it 6 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock at night, whatever time it is? You go to the Goliath stage, and they will rock it. Let me make sure it still says the Goliath stage, because that's where they moved it to last year, because it was in the middle of the park, right by the gazebo. And let's see what it says. I'm waiting for the page to open. Location. Yep. Oh, it says Goliath Patio. Same thing. So, yeah. It's showtime 6 p.m. beginning September 21st. I always enjoyed the Awakening. So we'll see what happens next. This year. Because they seem to tweak it every year, which is great. Now, that they got the rides that they put tweaks on. So you got Pandemonium Zombie Coaster with the lights and the music. You got Rage in the Cage, was the bumper cars in the dark with the black lights. You got Terror Twist, which is the teacups that are, they black out the sides. They got the music, they got the lights, they got the effects. It's great. They also have Voodoo Vortex, which is Kontiki. Same kind of idea, in the dark with the effects and the music. Wish it would run backwards, but still fun. Then finally, you got Sky Screamer running backwards. So if you haven't done that, that's the perfect time to do so. Always a great time. I always, I don't want people thinking I'm a fanboy and just like trying to shill for Six Flags. Six Flags knows that I will always commend them on what they do right, and I will always bag them on what they do wrong. But when I do that, I also come up with some ideas for them to try to fix it. Sometimes it's always good to have ideas that's outside of your group of people that are working. Sometimes it's always fresh and exciting to hear somebody else's thoughts, maybe something you didn't think of. Like, you know what, that might work. Or they might be like, dude, go pound sand, that's never going to happen. Especially in today's world, everybody, you're always trying to toe the line, be thrilling, try to frighten people, but not offend people, and not go like crazy, gory and stuff, but enough to kind of keep the people coming back and entertain. And I get that. So I just try to approach it from a business standpoint, what I think works, what I think doesn't work, and they appreciate that. They know it's constructive criticism. They know I'm not trying to drag it down, make it a horrible product. I always promote Fright Fest because I love haunts. I don't know about you guys, and I know a lot of people have their concerns about Fright Fest. So just let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited? You're not excited? You don't care? Let it all out in the comments down below. And until next time, everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.